It's up to us to binge and to spread the word, and we can't do it alone.
Yeah, they still don't understand or see any of it. Really quite, they
Everybody back here.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. How's it going, Chris?
Right.
I'm Bobby Dazzler, by the way.
Bobby Dazzler.
I'm doing YouTube. I've got my own YouTube channel going on.
Right.
Yeah, the Dazzler Report.
The Dazzler Report.
Bobby Dazzler Report. So yeah.
All right.
You're going to be on it. You're going to be on it then. This is Chris from Sheep Farm, the main man. How you doing?
Not bad. All right. You're right, Dazzler.
Good, good.
Would you like a leaflet?
Yeah, go on then. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Make it available for the musicians and their instruments and all that sort of stuff. Okay, I'm not. All right. I'm not trying to be an asshole. All right. Thank you, Sonia Paulton, for doing the live stream. Where are you at, love? Yeah! Thank you so much. And thank you for the sound plug. If anybody needs their birthday party or wedding event or anything like that, these guys have been amazing. Sound plug. Also for videographer, Steve, what's your contact? Integrity Films. So we've got an amazing videographer here, Integrity Films. And then also Sonia Paulton, she has a podcast. So please check her out on YouTube and other social media. She's one of the speakers today. And then I'll be introducing everybody as well, but I just want to let you guys know. So then also we have Francis O'Neill. He's a speaker. He has an amazing Substack. He's an actual activist. Christian Watterson of Sheep Farm is here. If you don't know Sheep Farm.
Yay!
Yeah, people know Sheep Farm. Great. A lot of people probably came from just...
You go upstairs later, yeah?
And then we have some amazing musicians
Okay.
as well, which I'll get to in a bit.
I thought you were going to go on stage doing
We're
talks.
about ready to start. And look, you filled the square pretty nicely. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause, please. It's really important. Okay. Okay, we're all set, everyone's set? Okay. All right. Welcome everyone to the first annual Summer Solstice Rally to stop Geo-Engineering. Thank you so much for coming out. It's so very important that we gather here today. This is the very beginning of something. It's an absolute honor to be surrounded by so many like-minded, truth-seeking, amazing, beautiful human beings. I've already met so many of you, and you're all so sweet and lovely and kind, and it's really just a blessing. I'm so pleased and honored, and we got a good turnout. There could always be more, but this is beautiful. This is very wonderful, thank you. Did you all know that the UK government has announced officially, finally, that they will be dimming the sun with solar geoengineering? Can you believe it? Yes, it's a little validation for us, the truthers, but it's also normalizing it and what's next, right? But they have announced it publicly now. And this Monday, UK Parliament meets to discuss this topic as if it's a brand new idea.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but geoengineering has been going on for many decades. It goes by many names. Some will call it SAI, which stands for Stratospheric Aerosol Injections. Others will call it SRM, an acronym for Solar Radiation Management. The UK government likes to call it SATAN. Not even kidding. Yes, Satan. An acronym for the Stratospheric Aerosol Transport and Nucleation Program. This is serious. Some call it weather warfare. Others call it weather engineering, climate engineering, geoengineering, and also chemtrails. Whatever terminology you give it, it's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against all life on Earth. and it must be stopped.
Yep.
And we are here to tell the world, to show the world that we do not consent. They say that they need to launch this supposed new idea of geoengineering to slow down global warming, climate change. But we know that's a lie. It couldn't be further from the truth. In a classic problem, reaction, solution paradigm that we find ourselves in, they're actually, yet again, giving us the problem as the solution. They manipulate, they manufacture the weather with floods, with heat, with drought, with hurricanes, with tornadoes, you name it. And then they say, oh, look, climate change, we've got to do something about it. We've got your solution for you. It's geoengineering. Meanwhile, they are geoengineering the climate catastrophe to get their paradigm, problem, reaction, solution paradigm in order so that the normies, so the world can think that the government is there to save them. Well, what really is climate change? Well, climate is defined as 30 years of weather. And when did we all start to witness these tic-tac-toe boards, or we call it here knots and crosses, grid patterns, X's of chemtrails in our sky? Around 1995, let's be honest. Look at your family photos, go back to the 80s, they weren't there. Okay, so 30 years ago, they started geoengineering our weather to create the illusion of a changed climate. Think about it. Yet here we are, and they're posing it as our solution. Many people come to me, they say, Matt, what can actually be done about this? Does activism even matter? My answer is this: Monsanto. There was a time when none of us knew the word Monsanto, but activists, they played their part. They got loud. They rose the consciousness on the issue. At first, Monsanto, they tried to get their grubby, dirty claws into our food supply quietly, but activists spoke up, and their voices were heard. Finally, on May 25th, 2013, March Against Monsanto was formed, and I'm sure many of you, truth seekers, were there for that. March Against Monsanto rallied in 400 cities simultaneously worldwide. They rallied together and they created annual protests worldwide and started a movement. And they shifted the consciousness on the issue, and now we have choice. We have labels. We don't have choice in the air that we breathe. But activists got loud, their voices were heard, they made a difference, and they raised the consciousness on the frankenfoods. And we too, just as they did, will raise the consciousness on the frankenskies. Surprisingly, still, this is a topic that many turn a blind eye to, or even scoff at, and shame on them. Because this topic is the foundation for so many lies and agendas. It lays the foundation for climate change, the lie. Global warming, the lie. The agendas of net zero. The sustainability agenda of Agenda 2030. By waking up the people and playing our part, the lies that have become so pervasive can become obvious. Just as many truths, if you can raise your consciousness to the vibration of truth, that is the reality of the chemtrails, other truths become self-evident. And in shifting the consciousness on our frankenskies, the world will wake up. We gather here today. Thank you again so much. I'm so happy and thankful that you all came. Just imagine me speaking here alone. We gather here today to not just honor the sun on summer solstice, the longest day of sunshine. We gather to honor the sun, the giver of all life, but also we gather to honor our ancestors, those who fought to give us the rights we still do have. We gather to honor the next generation, and I'm so happy to see some children here today. We gather to honor the next generation, those who have yet to even be born, because it is up to us what gets passed down. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely refuse to pass down to my children a blocked out sun. Thank you. I'm going to be giving another speech later, but next is Francis, and then me and Francis are going to do a frequently asked questions bit to try to raise some education and consciousness on the topics, and then we have some other speakers as well. But Francis O'Neill